Hello guys, today we'll see how using pastel color we can create water, sky and trees. The colors that I'm using are Camelin Soft Pastels Artist Grade, and we'll start with the color placement like we always do. Now here, if you want to make a regular sky, a blue sky, what you can do is use the light blue, dark blue and white. If you want to make sunset, you can use all the reddish tones. You can use the orange, red, yellow. Since I wanted to show how a mixed one would look and sort of wanted to give it a universe feel, I'm using, as you can see, multiple shades over here, even some purple. In order to create the clouds, we will be moving the pastel in circular directions, and since they are soft pastels, we will be mixing them in the circular directions as well. As remember, the strokes are very important. After you have added the basic colors, you can again enrich the colors by putting up more color, or you can add the highlights. You can do as many things as you want, but it is crucial that you go layer by layer and not do everything at once. For example, you can see here right now I'm using a bit of darker blue to show cloud-like structures after I have done my first layer. You can also use a lighter color if you want to show the highlights, and use a darker color if you want to show the shadows. So it's all a game, just plain as you want it to be. Now this one is an abstract, so you can also see how complementary colors are placed next to each other to give that different feel and vibe to the painting. Now most of us think that water is all blue, but if you take a look at an actual river, ocean or lake, you would see that real water has a hue of green to it, which means if I want to make realistic water, I need to start with green. I absolutely cannot start just with blue. So if you see here, what I'm doing is I'm creating a basic shape or structure for my water. Now, like I said, strokes are very important. The first strokes that you create shapes how your final picture is going to look like. So I'm using little bit of green so that it gives that depth to my water, and then towards the end I'm going to use a darker shade of blue so that it shows that yes, as light is passing through the water, we are seeing different colors in the same water. Now this is an abstract setting, but if you are making a realistic water picture, then also you can use the same method. Just put the darker color towards the end and the lighter colors towards the top, and as you can see, create wave-like structures using the darker and then mix them all up. That's the fun part with the pastels, that you can absolutely mix them to create the shade that you want, but you have to be patient. Now most of us get very intimidated by realistic trees. I agree, that is very understandable. So what I am going to show you here is not how to make realistic trees, but I am going to show you the method of making trees, and you can apply it anywhere you want. Keep in mind few basic things. One, the stem of the tree will always be thicker than the branches. So if you by mistake have made the branches a little bit too thick, then make sure that you adjust the stem accordingly. Then before making leaves, it is important that you branch it out so that your leaves would not look like they are clustered at just one place. Now you see how these tiny strokes I am making. If you want to make a green tree, same thing you can do. You just have to start either with the lighter shade and then move towards the darker shade and continue the process again and again so as to give an illusion of the leaves. Or you can start with the darker shade and then move towards the lighter shade. You can just try to use both of them and see what kind of effect it generates and then what it does for you. If you want to show the highlights, you would go with the darker color first and then move towards the lighter color. If you want to show the shadows, you will start with the lighter color first and then move towards the darker color. And one very important thing, always cover the roots of your trees. They are very important. They can make or break your painting. So make sure that you cover the roots. For example, here I have covered them by making some sort of grass. Obviously it's not realistic at all because that is not what we are aiming to achieve in this one. But you can obviously choose more realistic colors if you are going for that sort of theme. And last but not least, if you want to get good at it, guys, you have to practice a lot of sketching, draw a lot of things, use simple pencils, and then you will see that once you get better at sketching, you will definitely get better at these things as well. Remember guys, pastels is all blending, blending and blending. So this is the final work. I hope you like it guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe and let me know what you think about it. Thank you. Bye bye.